Nice. Look like a good start.
Yeah, man. I felt good. I felt easier than last time. Yeah, man.
So it's 100 viewpoints on peak limestone, spread over 4 different crags.
4 crags.
Yeah.
16 problems, maybe something like that.
Nice.
So there's 3 problems at this crag. Maybe 5 or 6 at Rubicon. 1 at Tideswell Dale, which is a bit of a trek just for 6 points, and then I think maybe 6 at Raven Torr possibly. But yeah, there's a nice breeze today, so hopefully by the time that we get there it'll still be nice and cool.
Nice.
Oh, I'm going to go for that then.
Snuck up on it.
Yeah. I got to that little edge of go for that.
Nice, good work.
I couldn't see the falls, man. I got really nervous there.
Well, you've broken the ice well.
Yeah.
2 pull-ons, 2 ticks.
Yeah, I spent a couple of days about a month ago, I think. So I spent a day at Rubicon and Raven Torr, and then I spent a morning here learning these ones. So I've practiced the problems to sort of like to save skin and energy, I guess. But when I was messing about with them, when I did Rubicon and Raven Torr together, I noticed that my skin and my fingers were really sore by the time I got to Rubicon, just because those holes are sort of like smaller and a little bit more savage, and it's a little bit more friendly at Raven Torr. So I'm starting at the other side of the valley so I can finish on those bigger holds, which I think is probably the best approach, yeah. Hopefully.
And they're probably slightly longer problems, some of them as well.
Yeah,
so.
Raven Torr, they sort of like, you probably start to creep above 8 moves, don't you? Whereas, I mean, this one and Rubicon, you've got like 1 move V8s. Which is pretty savage right now.
Good work.
Yes.
That's got to be one of the hardest ones of the day.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Good work.
Yeah, sound. Thanks, Craig, man. Let's do this.
Nice. On to the next.
After Ollie dropped me in it, hook, line and sinker at the depot.
Keep in touch because we're going to try and do 100 V points outside, and Jon's going to be a man running through the hardest climbs in the Peak District and getting 100 V points of those.
Cheers up.
No warning.
I know, what a dipstick. I sort of like had to prove to myself that I was fit enough to get it. But I mean, so I always wanted to do it out in the Peak District because I absolutely love it here. But I just kind of needed to prove to myself somewhere else that I was fit enough to do it. Which, yeah, I think I got 100 and... can't remember now, maybe 112 or something like that, 110.
And that was out on the mag line.
Mag line, yeah. And that's, well, to be fair, it's not as much walking because it's more convenient. You've got more options, I guess. You can go to crags, there's lots of link ups.
Yeah. Bit easier as well, isn't it?
It's definitely softer than it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like we took climbers into consideration when they made this path.
No, definitely not.
And I was sort of like considering doing this in the Peak District, and I thought, oh, I wonder what crags I could do it at. Like, number one on the list was this one without a question. Absolutely love it. I used to sit here all the time before I even started climbing. I suppose like the beauty of a video like this is that although I can't showcase how amazing the Peak District limestone climbing is, because it's not, at least I can showcase how beautiful it is. It's a pretty special place, isn't it? Oh man, it's desperate problem, isn't it?
Yeah. But probably for everyone watching, they'll be like, oh, it's just one move, but it's
bang!
It's a hard one move.
Choke slap.
On a roll, not dropped one yet.
Oh, you've cursed it, Sam! To be fair, the next two are the ones that I might drop.
You're trying the press next?
Press and kudos. I think I'll have a couple of good at the press, yeah.
Is the press the one that you think's going to be the...
It's the hardest one of the day.
Hardest one, yeah.
Well, not the hardest, it's not physically the hardest, I think it's the most subtle. I mean, like, what is it? 8mm maybe, something?
Polished 8mm.
Polished, polished 8mm, rah. Yes! Oh! That's good, that's good for the day. Oh, yes.
That was impressive.
Saved my skin as well. One go on it. Oh, I feel like I've got 2 extra goes in me on something else now.
Nice.
I bet that looks like, to everybody else, that's probably going to look really
easy. To everyone that doesn't know these problems, those last two probably looked relatively trivial, but they most definitely aren't.
Oh, that's good.
So what is that? Is that 7B plus?
Yeah.
So in the debate that we were having about how many V points are you taking?
I'll go for... most of the people said 8 because obviously there isn't an 8.5, which I completely understand. But one guy said, I can't remember who it is, hopefully he's watching, he said that some 7B plus are worthy of V9. I'm not going to take the 9 because but I kind of like the way he was thinking. That's sharp, that one.
Yeah.
That's harder than I remember. Kind of sharper than the press. That stung, that. One more sharp one and we're done.
On to crag number 3.
Crag number 3. It's a long walk, this one. For 6 points. But it's a good 6 points, and it's a nice walk. Always fancied living next to a river, either that or have a river in your garden, but then you think like, would it be really peaceful or would you just constantly need to pee?
Lying in bed at night.
Yeah.
This is a bit more representative of UK climbing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sheltering under a small piece of limestone while it rains.
Attempting to check the weather.
Yeah, on E.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't forecast rain. I looked last night, it weren't forecast rain. Oh no!
Oh no!
No! Binned it!
First drop of the day. Good effort though. Did you just miss the good bit?
I couldn't see it. I felt like my beat had changed a little bit, but the heel, I didn't drive hard enough that first time. You know, like for the stab, you're on that sloper, I sort of like, I let myself go, I think.
Yeah.
Like I was willing to cut, whereas that time I really pulled the heel in. Yeah, man.
Minor blip, nothing to worry about.
No. Last crack.
Home stretch.
I'm just looking forward to getting on weed killer. I've never been so excited to get on weed killer and bashes. Some pleasant holds.
Going as well as you thought it would.
Better.
Better.
Yeah. To one drop, and that were stupidity. Oh God, shoulders hurting now. I thought you were carrying the pads. I feel like you've dodged it.
This is the full tick if you're not doing it totally under your own steam.
I've just got to climb the problems.
I can carry him up to the end of the crag if you want.
Oh, is that 50 yards, man?
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Uphill though. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the jugs of weed killer.
I know. Oh man. Good. Come on.
What's next?
Christians.
Having a bash at Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon you got it in you.
First go?
Wow. I mean, I'm an optimist.
God, I didn't sleep at all last night.
What, because of stressing about today?
Yeah, a little bit. Like a bit of that, and whenever my alarm's set, I don't usually set my alarm, I tend to just wake up like pretty early. But whenever I set my alarm, I always sleep really badly.
Yeah, I must admit I didn't sleep great last night, but mainly because I knew I was going to be getting up earlier than I normally do. And that should mean that you're like, I should like go to sleep then. Kind of makes you more awake, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can't switch off because you know you should be asleep.
And then you stress about the fact that you're not asleep.
You're not asleep, yeah. And you're just in this horrible, like, vicious circle then, aren't you? Oh!
Nice.
Whoa! Come on! Oh, I hate that last move. It's awful.
Looks solid on it though.
Oh man. It's not a pleasant move, that, is it?
No, it's not a pleasant finish hold, is it?
No.
Full
I did it
crimp,
into the
like
rope a couple
10
of years
mil.
ago.
Mm.
Like, I think it gets like Sport 7C plus, man. I thought it was hard at that. Yes! I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I'm really happy. I feel positive for the rest of the day now. Just got that minging thing to do and then we're alright. Oh, even like the match is hard.
Yeah. Well, it's like, what is it, like a 10 mil or something that you're
Yeah,
on? It's not big, is it?
I reckon it might be. Yeah, about 10 mil.
But really
like
in-cut.
Yeah, but like almost 2 in-cut. It's like a point.
Classic peak climb finish. Match
Yeah.
on a 10 mil. Go on. Let's get a shot of that mono. It's, as far as monos go, it's quite a nice one, isn't it?
That's very pleasant. I would say it's pleasant to use. It's pretty deep, isn't it? A good 1.5 pads. Definitely get some knuckle action involved. I didn't power out on that last move as well, which is sort of like positive for weed killer, longest one of the day. I'm going to power out, it's going to be on this one.
Was there ever any down?
Come on.
Good work.
Christian V8, 8. Saline drip I'll take 7 as opposed to the 8. And then little extras 6.
104.
Yeah man.
If I put that in correctly.
Oh god, your best have. And I've downgraded 2 there as well.
Yeah, exactly. There's wiggle room. What's next then? You've completed your like summer goal.
I'll have to get a couple of V11s in the autumn, I think.
Yeah.
And then maybe get on Make It Funky.
Nice.
Hopefully do that by next year and then stop climbing.
Completed it.
Retired, yeah, completed. Completed climbing.
11:38.
5 hours.
5 hours, job done.
Got to go to work now though. Like
Yeah.
6 hours.
Not sight.
I'll be alright once I've had a cup of tea and a coffee.